as you said, we talking 27 years later. Okay, started doing the book. I don't know when he exactly started writing it.
Right.
But there's 4 TV appearances or times it was spoken on, 4 different networks. Then he did the book 2018. Then he did the Vlad TV 2018. But I forgot about that other interview he did on Urban City or something back around that time. Then he also did the interviews on Art of Dialogue. Then he did an interview on Cam Capone. And, you know, I can't remember who else he did interviews with.
He did a few.
So because the police directly said media. Admissions in media.
And bro,
so media can be one of the TV specials or one of these interviews. They've all based their interviews off of things he said in the book. And
I must admit, he switched that like you supposed to change clothes in every interview. It's like he was trying to keep it along, but it's just like along the lines of what he had already pushed out. But it's like the way that people was asking him questions made him respond in different ways. You know what I'm saying? And if they sent, the media, whatever, like when you look at all that, it just look crazy. Cause like, hold on, so you didn't, right? Type. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you said this on this one, but you turned around and said this on this one. Then you said that on that one. Then you start repeating what you said on other ones. You had guys asking you about questions that you said on other interviews. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. He was getting
it was just
was getting interrogated by they asking interrogation type questions in these interviews. They asking questions that the police would ask you in these interviews, and then the police are watching them from the police eyes. We know now because the guy went on there at the press conference 2018. 2018 is when they had a specific word for it. When like reopened basically, but it was a different word they called it. 2018, admissions in media, and they broke down that they are going with the angle that you don't have to be the one that pulled the trigger, but if you went to a bank with somebody and you drove the getaway car, they went in and robbed it, they could charge you for robbery also. Same thing with the murder. I helped with the murder, so I'm getting charged with the murder and the gang the gang attachment to it. So, spoke today on it. Suge Knight, man. They asked him, and I think this TMZ who got in touch with Suge Knight. And
Tell me what your reaction is to the arrest of Keffe D.
Well, surprise number one, because I didn't think Keefe D would never get arrested. Nor do I want to see him get arrested. Let's get one thing straight, first and foremost. Me and Keefe D played on the same Pop Warner football team. And whatever the circumstances, if he had an involvement with anything, if he didn't have any involvement with anything, who want to see? I wouldn't wish somebody going to prison on my worst enemy.
The DA says that Keefe D was in the car with his nephew, and that presumably his nephew, according to the DA, is the one that shot Tupac, and that it was done with the full knowledge of Keefe. Do they have it right?
It was only 2 people in the car. And Pac not going to tell the story. I ain't going to tell the story, but I tell you this. And I never had nothing bad to say about Orlando because, number one, he wasn't the shooter. Number two, he came to my hearing and told to let me go and told the truth. They still didn't let me go.
If you are called to testify in this case?
I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Well, number one, because I'm not going to get on the stand and testify on somebody for what?
They seem to be saying that Orlando was the shooter and Keefe was in on it, that he had full knowledge of what was going down, and it was revenge for Orlando getting beaten up by Tupac and his team at the MGM after the Tyson fight. Is that correct?
No.
Then who shot Tupac?
It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I got to say about that part.
To summarize, you are saying Orlando was not the shooter, although you won't say who the shooter was. You are not saying whether Keefe was involved in any way in the shooting. And you are saying that if you're called to testify by either side, you will not comply, you will not testify. Do I have that right?
1,000%. I wouldn't go, I wouldn't testify, none of that.
Nigga Suge holding it down, bro. He making sure, hey, nigga, he talking in circles, really.
Man, he's saying it without saying it, man.
Yeah, he's
saying it without saying it, man.
He said, I don't know what he said. This ain't that. This even the fight. He ain't even to speak on the fight situation.
That's what I'm saying about the whole Orlando shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, he did go to the thing for Suge and all that shit back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, Keffe D did a number when he said I had the gun to this nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
But then he took the gun from him and moved.
Yeah.
And just me thinking logically, nigga, we at a stoplight. Nigga, stoplights change pretty fast. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of shit going on in the car to pop a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just me logically thinking like that, I know that's what the fuck the laws is logically thinking, nigga.
Well, I'm going to tell the police this and tell everybody this. They going to have some concrete evidence, bro. If they don't have the concrete evidence to prove it, Keefe D is not, I mean, he looking at life, bro. So it's like he's going to go to trial. The reasonable doubt, this long, 27 years later, we don't know what they have. They said it's going to come out in trial.
I know this.
Yeah.
I don't think, bro. Now, you know what I mean? But I think, bro, did a number on himself, bro.
No, 100%. He most definitely did.
It don't even take, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he shouldn't have put himself there.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't have said what he said about him having a gun in the car, period.
Yeah. Facts.
And what you did with the gun, like, nigga, come on, bro.
But he was kind of back. It's like he all over the place when he talking in interviews, the ones I've seen. Like we said earlier, he all over the place talking, but talking at all is a problem. We talking 4 or 5 interview platforms, 4 TV specials, and the book. It's on you. You signed this deal in 2010. You should have been gone in the wind and not had nothing else to say, bro.
Come on, bro.
You should have just stayed quiet. You should have just stayed quiet.
That's what I'm saying. Like the shit that he said, and me just thinking logical, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's what they like. Hold up, so you know back then you said, but now you saying,
well, we gotta wait and see.
They got receipts on everything.
Come on, bro. And I'm pretty sure, nigga, that they didn't. Since all this came about, I'm pretty sure that they didn't contacted the motherfuckers with the proffer agreement with the U.S. attorney and all this shit, and got all this the so-called evidence that Keefe said that they already had.
Yeah. So we'll see. They said they've been making phone calls. They've been doing a lot of police work since then. That's what led them even going up to the house back in July and everything. When they went and raided the home, they grabbed up some stuff and things.
Hey.
So they got some type of intel, bro. So hold on. This is what I wanted to say before you get into that. Vlad did say that he was contacted by the police. He said he's not going to cooperate. He said he's not going to give them any footage. He's not going to help them. He said that they could contact him. He'll have his lawyer, but he's not giving anything up. He's also said that we use every piece of footage that we record. I don't leave nothing out there. There's not everything is already in the interviews. So that's that. I'll say this, Vlad asked the questions about the book directly. He asked other questions. He did pressure Keefe D at times to answer those questions, like directly when he kind of didn't want to answer. Well, your book says this, your book says that. So then the question I raise is I don't know what the other interviewers will do. If they going to go to them or they going to help crack a story, I don't know. That's on them to decide. But they say they got the witnesses. He's looking at life in prison. From what a former Las Vegas PD officer, the guy that talked to Pac last, he said that he's looking at life, but he said he knew that it was coming, the grand jury. He said he knew about the grand jury, but they can't speak on it publicly. But Keefe D dug his own situation, man, by talking too much.